Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Minecraft with me, DX Phoenix. I hope everyone is ready and oh, what is this? What am I stood on? Oh, right, yeah. I'm stood on a new factory, which I did build on stream. So I'm just going to give a quick fly around of what I built. I haven't just built the factory, I've built this little building here, which you're probably wondering what is this for and what's this wall. Well, this building, as you can just see inside, it's got the same colour aesthetic on the outside as the factory. This is going to be the new power generation room. So the stuff in here is going to get moved and put into here. And if we just come into the factory, this is currently the inside of our factory. As you can see, colour scheme inside is also the same. I've been marking out where some stuff may be going, hence the red wool. And also the terrible lighting. I will be getting the lighting sorted during this episode. So in between cuts, you may see the lighting has gotten better. That will be purely because I will be using some Thaumcraft to improve it. But the energy will not get transferred over straight away, I don't think. I'm afraid we are going to. That's going to be a process which will be done off camera and during streams. Because I'm going to say on a Wednesday we will be doing more streams for Minecraft. But we're going to get right into this because we're going to get started by putting stuff into this factory, and we're going to look at our clipboard. I've got the clipboard back, and as you can see on here, I've got some things noted down. They are chemical infuser, electrolytic separator, a thermally controller, and a chemical injection. Now you're probably wondering, what are these for? Especially for those that haven't played around with Mekanism that much. What are these actually for? Well, we know the electrolytic separator that separates oxygen and hydrogen when you put in water in there. But isn't the only thing we're going to be using it for? And we're going to make use of this big empty space which we quarried out here, because we're going to put something in which is the thermal E controller, is the thermal evaporation controller, because we're going to put a thermal evaporator into here at the largest size I believe we can do. Okay, and we're going to put it in here. We're going to go through how to build it as well. But first things first, let's get. I've been sorting out some stuff for the electrolytic separators. We're going to get 2 of those. I've already got 1 core made, so let's get the other one. And I believe it was about here. So let's get the other one made. As you can see, we've got a load of copper as well. But I'm just going to go up. Just going to grab a couple of wood. I'm going to quickly make a chest. I'm going to dump these in here for now. I'm just going to pop them in. There we go. Right, so I can tick off straight away the electrolytic separators. They're done. Right. I say we get into the biggest part of this, which will be these controllers, which will be the thermal evaporation valves, the controller blocks, and I believe we also need solar panels. So let's quickly have a look. How do we make a controller? Well, that is advanced circuits, glass pane, bucket, thermal blocks. Right, so we need thermal blocks. Let's just quickly look at the valve. It's another advanced circuit. Okay, so thermal blocks are steel and copper. Right, so it's less copper than I initially thought. I'm not going to need this much. Right, well then. Downside for me is I've not produced that much steel recently, and I really should have been. but that's not a problem. Right, we're back in a moment, guys, just when I think we've got enough steel, so catch you guys in just a moment. Right, so we're back, and I've got quite a bit of steel, so we're just going to grab us some blocks. Now what we're going to do before we actually get into... Oh, hello everyone. Oh no, we ain't doing this again. There. Right. So come down here. You might notice. Now I've got rid of the mobs. I've dug these bits out. One of them comes all the way up to here. Go away. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this wall block. There we go. God, didn't want to put that one there. I'll grab that in a moment. There. So that is the base of the evaporator. So that is the base of the evaporator. Could put that higher up. Now I'll leave it there. So now I'm just going to build up a frame. Like so. Up to there. This is going to come out. Over there. Like so. And I need to make a ring all the way around. So I do have more steel being made right now, but I'm just going to... create that walkthrough so we can go in and out between the two. Okay then. So now I'm just going to do this. Right. So we'll be back in a moment once I've created some more of these thermal evaporation blocks so that we can hopefully finish this build. So catch you guys in just a moment. Right, and we're back, and as you can see I've finished the rings around this, so we're just gonna pop this here and here. Go away. That one there, that one there, that one there. Now, this still isn't correct, so I need to actually change one of these into the controller. So actually no, I'll go with that one there. And put that there. So I need a controller. You see I've got a lot of rubbish in my inventory again. So let's come back over here. Where? Too far. Too fast. Ha. So let's go in here. Oh, wait, yeah, I need some stuff. Put it in here? I did. Right, so I've been creating some enriched alloy in between cuts. So what I need to do is get this, do that. There, we have some advanced control circuits. Now, it's not just the circuits we need. If I just go into our main building here, we have some glass panes. Because we need valve, we need two valves, and we need one controller. There we go. So we're just going to get rid of our glass now. And we're just going to quickly fly over. Right, so now we're back over here. Let's take our controller and we're just going to pop it in there. Then we're going to come all the way down here. We're going to get the valves. One there and one there. The valves just need to be anywhere in between, anywhere in the rings, basically, because the thermal evaporation structure, it has got a proper name, I will find it out in between cuts again, consists of 3 tiers. What I mean by tiers is you have the bottom tier here, which is a solid 4x4 block, evaporation blocks. Then you have the middle tier, which is the one above that, goes all the way up, and I'll tell you where it stops in a moment. And these are the rings made out of blocks, so they have to be hollow inside, and they go all the way up to here. Okay. And then you have the top tier, which is like this. You have the controller, and now I need to put some solar panels on here. This will help power this block, this structure. Because now if I just click on here, okay, it's saying it's incomplete. So let's do something about that. So we need the solar panels, and we need the advanced ones. So we actually need some normal solar panels, and we need these solar. And we need those solar panels. So we need a solar generator, we need solar panels. We're going to need quite a bit of energy tablets. So I'm going to get all of the stuff for that crafted off camera, and I'm going to show you the crafting process of those. I'm also going to get the water sent into here as well, so I'm going to be back in just a moment. Okay, and we're back, and see, we're back in the barn still. I've got everything to make 3 solar panels. The reason I've just got enough to make 3 is because if I come up here, we have the rest of the stuff here ready to go. So I'm just going to pop these in here. Whoop, that has not gone right. That still hasn't gone right. There we go. So that's why haven't we created that? Well, we need to create 16 of these. It's just annoying. I do not have enough room in my inventory. I will in just a moment though. After I've crafted one of these. Craft another one. As you can see, these are also taking up a space in my inventory, but it does mean now I've got enough room for one more of them. I'm not going to jump cut because we're going to be using these pretty much straight away. If I just come to here, there we go. Now we can create the advanced ones. Just need to do that a couple more times. Once more. There we go, our advanced solar panels. So now if we come all the way over here, we can. That's 1. That's 2. Let's get out of that. There's 3. There's 4. As you can just see the red particle effects then, I believe that has just kicked in. Our thermal evaporation controller, which is now making brine. And the reason we want brine is if I just can't use that. Go to used, and we separate it, we can make sodium and chlorine. And we need chlorine because if we use chlorine, combine it with hydrogen, we get hydrogen chloride, and then that will be used in a chemical injection chamber to turn any ore into 4. So we're going to be getting into quadrupling our ores. How good does that sound? But that does mean that we need to create 2 more things. Now I have started. Where's it gone? There we go. I have started the process of making some of the next stuff. If I can just find if I just go to chemical now, it is chemical infuser. We need a dynamic tank and 2 basic tanks is the next thing. So a dynamic tank is bucket and steel. Creates 4 of that. So if I just go back, basic tanks is, well, I can create that now. I can create that and that. So there is our tanks. They are obviously also taking up 1 block each, 1 space each. Do I have any more steel? I do not. What I do have is some coal. Well, that's the next one, which we'll get into in a moment. 4 steel. I believe. Do this. This is where I crafted steel really quickly as well, guys. Oh yeah, that's 1, doesn't it? Duh. Right, so we're going to get the next component of our quadrupling ores done. Just a moment. Some of these machines are also crafting faster because of upgrades that I've put into them. Obviously this is now at the reinforcement one, this is at the hardened. Could improve these, but all these other machines we've got which we can use. There we go, there's our steel. I believe it was a bucket and 4 steel. Creates that tank. Wonderful. So, nope. Chemical infuser. There is another one off our list. That's 2 things off our list now. So that was what? Chemical infuser, thermal evaporator, now the chemical injection chamber. As we've all seen briefly. Whew, that is quite a lot. An elite circuit, elite control circuit, and also reinforced alloy. So let's first look at how do we make it an elite control circuit. Well, that's advanced control circuit, which we have made before, that's not a problem. But we also need advanced alloy. To make that, we need enriched alloy with crushed diamond. That doesn't seem too bad at all, but I also need to make a purification chamber. So what I'm going to do is quickly off camera build up the purification chamber and also get the components ready for the injection chamber. So I'll be back in just a moment, guys. Okay, and we're back. Now then, what we've got here is we do have the chemical infuser. As you can see, I've got 4 reinforced alloy. We also have 2 elite circuits. And everything we need, including the purification chamber. I was about to say perfection chamber. Phoenix really can't speak today. So there we go. That is that made. I believe that is now. Whoops. Everything off our list. Chemical injection. Yes, that is everything off of our list. Right. It's everything off our list for now. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go in here, grab some of that, jump up here, because I have some quite clear glass. Because we're going to need fair bit of this. So about a stack. An extra stack. Hello. So then we're going to rush over to here. In fact, before I do anything else, because I do know, instead of having to craft another one, I do know where another one of these is. And this will just be faster. Okay then, so we're going to jump down here. I'm just going to hook this up there. Feed it round. And then come up. The reason I've not connected it yet is because we do have to feed it into there. So we're going to go that way. I'm going to also dig in. Right, I'm going to be back in a moment, guys, once I've dug into the factory with this. So I'll be back in just a moment. Right, and we're back. So then, let's remove that. Pop down this separator. I'm going to jump right back outside. Whoop. Link that up. There should be that water all linked. It's not making its way in, so I'm going to have to turn that around. There's the other separator. Is that tank filling? Yes, now the tank is filling. That's great. So now what we need to do is jump down this hole. Blink. Link that in. That is filled with brine, so maybe it needs to... There we go. Nice, so that's going to link into here. So it should be receiving... It's not receiving anything yet, so let's disconnect you. We're probably going to have to go there. Put you on insert. Not receiving brine yet for some reason. I know it's a separator. What we need. So why aren't you connecting in? You're set to insert, so why aren't you inserting? So we're getting water into there. Back in a moment, guys, once I found out why this isn't working. Okay, everyone, we're back. As you can see, our two machines are working. I figured out why the electric separator wasn't working. The brine hadn't reached it yet, so that's currently kicking out the chlorine. So we do need to. Currently using the wireless transmitter. So that is oxygen by the look of it. if I spin this round. Right. So it's still got the hydrogen, which I need to get out. Which way was that kicking out hydrogen again? Wee. Where's you kicking out your hydrogen? There we go. There's our hydrogen. Right, so that will come that way into our chemical infuser. I need to see which one is. So that is not the chlorine. Why are you not connected? Okay, let's spin you. There's chlorine. Right. So we connect like so. Right, so hydrogen's getting in. Chlorine is supposed to be getting in. Reset. Back in a minute once I've got this sorted, guys. Right then, guys, got it working, just needed to move it about a bit. So here we are, we've got the hydrogen chloride. So we're going to link that into there. Do have our oxygen. Did have our oxygen. Can't break all that. Right. Okay, so what I need is just a ore. We have some ore in here. A few pieces of iron will do. Put that in there. Of course, that's needing energy. Of course, that cannot reach from there. Wait, come on. Right. Well, unfortunately, guys, we're out of time for this episode, annoyingly. But we've got everything crafted, but I will definitely show you both on the stream on Wednesday and in the next episode this working. And I did also promise I would show you how I'd set up using the energy condenser as well, which I will just get to now. I have made a room. I can never get down here. Come on. Let me down. Minecraft's not being so derpy. So I made a little room just under here, which I have had running for a little bit, like so. And it's currently using bones because blaze powder doesn't work, and you can't use the pickaxe method either, which I might have explained in the last episode. But it's producing a lot of dark matter. And the way to make dark matter is aethanized fuel, diamond block, and aethanized fuel is made using the philosopher's stone, Mobius fuel, needing fuel, which to make that is 4 alchemical coal, which to make that is 4 coal. So it's a few crafting steps to get to this, but dark matter has a high EMC value. So we're just creating a ton of that. By doing so, we're having to create a ton of bones. Every so often I come down here, shift all the bones out, actually build up in excess, chuck them into there, and I also empty this out every so often, just leaving 1 coal block and chucking the excess into here. So it's not completely automated, but does require me coming down and doing some work every so often. But well, let's not go there. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, please comment down below any future projects you want to see. I am really sorry I could not get that piece sorted for basically quadrupling our ores, but we now have the ability to do so. I'm going to work like hell between episodes to get that sorted now. But anyway, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.